just because they're doing it doesn't mean that you also have to do it. I mean, what's the purpose of living your life if you're trying to blend in like everyone else and you're trying to be like everyone else? Why not be yourself? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can show up, create your life the way that you want to, and build a business that you love that doesn't end up like a blanded piece of everyone else, when actually it can end up like you, the most amazing person on the planet, and you just don't realize how yet. So first things first, welcome to my channel. You probably know me, I'm Anna, and I'm here to help. So if you find this video useful at any time and you want to share it with a friend, or you just want to share what's going on with you, how this video has resonated, what you have learned out of it, feel free to comment below. And I think this topic, what I'm going to talk about today, is so important, and yet we all seem to think that it isn't, because let's be honest, in today's age it's all about technology, AI, keeping up with the latest trends, and actually in reality this also has always been. In society, we want to be loved and seen by everyone. We want to fit in with everyone. There are some crows here with me. So we want to be part of a community, that we sometimes lose ourselves in that. We try so hard to fit in a community, and other people may not like you because you're not trying hard enough. There's all these stories. So let's back up. I want you to get real honest. Who are you being right now? Do you feel happy with yourself, or do you feel frustrated? Do you feel annoyed? You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you internally? How proud of yourself are you internally? 1 being the least and 10 being the absolute highest, as in you're super confident, because that's where we're going to start. So if you don't feel happy with yourself, if you feel that you have low self-esteem, naturally you are going to want to be part of a community. You are going to want to be around friends. But then there is the opposite part, where you want to withdraw, where you want to be alone. So there's 2 parts. Where do you find yourself in? Do you want to withdraw most of the time, or do you want to actually be around people because you're lonely and you want to be part of a society that supports you? So these are 2 aspects to look for. And I mention this because this is so important, because as human beings we can do one or the other, and neither is wrong. That's just how we are. That's just how we go about this journey. And when you are feeling confident in yourself, what you do is that you stand for yourself. So you do and create life your way. You don't wait around for anyone. You don't move out of desperation. You are in your power. You're moving in your life with absolute certainty, because you know who you are and you value yourself. You take a stand. So when you only feel connected to a bigger cause, or you want to join a community, you do it out of power. You don't do it out of needing something. You don't do it out of desperation. You don't do it because your self-esteem is low. And these are very important aspects that I'm mentioning with you, because if you do anything when you are feeling low self-esteem, I think in society most people will tell you it's a good thing if you do something out of low self-esteem, because then it will give you the confidence to move forward. But actually what ends up happening is, if you don't locate the root cause of that low self-esteem, you will always be on autopilot. You will always be running your life like a victim, and you won't take full responsibility. You won't create what you want to create. You know, I've worked with so many people that when they come to me, they tell me, I've done so many things, people have told them this and that, and it still hasn't worked. And you know why? It's because they were on autopilot. They didn't get to the root cause of their low self-esteem, and that's why nothing was working. And they were trying to look for an outside thing to fix them, but actually it was keeping them stuck. So if that's you, put your hand up. The crows are still here with me. I may show you them in a minute. So put your hand up if that's you. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? There's nothing wrong with you. This is an opportunity for you to find the root cause. Okay, so what is happening here? And know that you can't do this on your own. It's impossible. I couldn't find the root cause of my insecurity neither. I needed help. Not just any help. I have something here, real and raw here. But when you actually know that the constant survival loop mechanism doesn't work, you seek out support, the right type of support. You don't go around like with my clients. They were doing like superficial things on the outside, but they weren't going deep enough to the issue, because that's the thing. When you go deep to the issue, then everything changes. Then you get your power back. Then you no longer start operating out of survival. Then you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Then you don't need to go outside and go like join a group out of desperation, or because you feel you need it to give you something which you feel like you don't have it, but actually in reality you do have it, but you're not willing to see it. So these are all examples, but at the same time, it's like the power is in your hands. Your life is in your hands. Nothing is by accident. Being stuck in survival in a constant loop is not the answer. You and I know it. If you're watching this now, that is definitely not the way to live your life. You feel it. If you feel stressed out, in anxiety, if you feel like you have low self-esteem and worth issues, it's like ongoing, and no matter what you do on the outside to try and fix the situation, nothing works. This is a cue. You need to go deeper. You need to go to the root cause, because that is when you start thriving. That is when you start taking charge of your life. Not before, because it's just like you're a standard by. You think that you do, because what ends up happening is that if you go out in the world and you create something and you feel like that's going to be the thing that's going to show you that you can do this, but in reality you're feeling low self-esteem the whole way through. That's not true power. That's just being stuck in the same place. So if you really want to create the life that you say you want, you need to go where you've never been. And that takes courage and guts. That is not for the faint-hearted. But I am here to help, yes. So you can book transformational call. Let's see how we can help you get to the root cause, so you can lead with absolute clarity and power and create the life and the business that you're here to do. And I have a few other opportunities for you, if you're a business, to really start leading from that place of power rather than fear and scarcity, which so many of us get stuck in. And there's no secret. Everything all comes back down to, are you willing to do what it takes to create the life that you really want to create, to feel fulfilled, to feel empowered inside of yourself, not externally, and to feel at peace, and knowing that you can do this from the value that you are. Because when you know that, anything is possible, and it's no longer trapped in survival, it's in power.